Dude,
and
let's
we
keep
won't
your
miss
back
another week.
healthy.
Yeah.
I told Brandon, I told Anish, I was like, we got to get you to Germany, dude.
Yeah, Eric's gonna be my
I'm
he's
his
now in charge of my back.
head
Yeah.
researcher.
Yeah, for stem cells.
That's a thinking grenade section.
Oh, and now we're live. I think it caught your face right at the perfect time, Brandon. The O face.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get through this episode without any other technical difficulties.
Oh.
Right before we started, my
Or
lights
physical
flickered.
difficulties.
Or physical difficulties. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second here. But yeah, right before we started recording, my lights flickered and had to reboot my whole situation here. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Anish, it looked like the old that black light we used to have
Mm-hmm.
in college.
Yeah. Nice.
What y'all do with that?
Just hung around, hung out, told stories.
Yeah, that's for the Sleepy Dads
Patreon.
After Dark. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Patreon, Brandon. Not on the free YouTube.
Yeah, spoiler for the Patreon. We just have black lights, and
Yeah.
we do the whole pod again in black lights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same exact thing. Same
with
same
hoods
scripts and
on.
everything. Yeah, exactly. All right, boys.
with robes.
We're back. Yeah. We're back. We missed
Good to
last
see you,
week.
boys.
It is good to see you guys. We had an unexpected miss last week. I'll get into that here in a second. But before we do, as always, thank you for everybody who continues to consume our content, even when we don't put out new stuff. It is greatly appreciated. For those who are watching our content and are not yet subscribed, go and hit that subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast listening fix from. With that being said, let's go and kick it off with our fake ad read of the week. Go and take it away, Eric.
Oh, you jumped it. I know I always go first, and I still wasn't ready.
We're
1
We're
week off,
professionals.
and
One week off, and
God.
oh man, I'm rusty.
You're just
All
caught
right.
up in the gaze of listening to me.
I was like, oh, it's just good hearing Anish. He's healthy and talking. This is good. Alrighty. Today's sponsor is brought to you by Ghirardelli. Blah blah blah. I'm starting over. Today's
3, 2,
sponsor,
1.
3, 2, 1. Today's sponsor is brought to you by the Ghirardelli Chocolate Company. Sweeten the season with Ghirardelli peppermint bark squares, bars, and other confections. Their best-selling holiday flavor is just what is needed to make spirits bright this season. I know your favorite sports teams are sucking and not bringing any holiday cheer, so take a bite into a peppermint bark and let the jolly times roll on. Be sure to use promo code NOBADBITES20 to save 20% off your next purchase.
Nice.
Thank you.
Dude, those Ghirardelli, the peppermint chocolate little squares around holiday time,
Good.
those always hit the spot.
So good.
Always hit the spot. Nice.
Consume responsibly, though, because they will add the pounds on.
Yeah. After about 3 of them, you're gonna feel a really big sugar high. Yeah. So as we mentioned earlier, we had a week off last week, and I'm sure by taking a look at the thumbnail of our YouTube episode, some things went down last week. So
Someone went down.
yeah, someone went down. That someone being me. Weather control cannot help me out in this situation, boys. So for those who don't know, I have a history of bad back. I know we mentioned it many times
not
on
joking.
this podcast.
I was just say a lot.
Yeah,
lot,
we make
yeah.
jokes about it, but we're serious about his bad back.
Yeah. So I have history of back surgeries and herniated discs and all that good stuff. So unfortunately, I had a flare up last week and knocked me out, took me to the hospital, and was out of commission for the whole week. So unfortunately, we weren't able to record last week, and it's all good though. We're back. The meds are kicking in. The back's healing up nicely. We're slowly getting back to 100%, boys.
And I can't wait till you have like one of those like metal headgear boxes,
Yeah.
like with your back like straight up.
I mean, it's funny, but not funny, but funny that literally right after we joked about Zoya doing the Hulk smash to your back.
Yeah.
You're in the hospital. I'm just
I know.
saying.
I should have prefaced that by saying this was not a
Uh,
Zoya caused injury.
Well,
from what we
well,
know.
Timing's odd.
You
Yeah,
did say she says Hulk smash and
Yeah.
jumps on your back.
Listen, there's an open investigation ongoing. They're gathering all the
Doc,
evidence,
I don't know
the
what
facts.
could have happened.
Yeah. Now, after a week about taking Hulk smashes to the back, could it have egged it on? Yes, possibly. But we still don't know if it's the direct cause. Jury's still out on that one. So yeah. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and just kind of roll into my dad's stories, and we can just go ahead and kick it off as we talk. So obviously with me being out of commission, pretty much bedridden for the first like 3 days of my back being flared up. I don't have too much, but I will say this is more of a proud dad moment, stealing from you boys. Zoya was surprisingly just a huge help around the house while I was out, down and out. She was helping my wife out, cleaning up around the house. She was grabbing me whatever I needed, giving me a fresh pump on the heating pad whenever I needed, make sure I have my medicines, fresh cup of water.
Nice.
So
clicks for Zoya.
Yeah, exactly. Clicks for Zoya. So really stepped up when it was her number being called up. So
did you tell her to get used to be prepared? It's going to happen over and over again going on in the future.
Yeah, I hope not. But yes. I hope not in the sense of me being down and out, but I hope so in the fact that she just starts doing stuff on her own without me having to be incapacitated for her to do so.
She's totally setting you up for another Hulk smash.
Dude, she's just...
Oh yeah? How's this blanket? Yeah. Hulk smash.
Yeah. I'm like Lily a pig at a slaughter... Yeah. I'm like a pig at a slaughter factory. They're just pumping me up, just waiting to kill me off and send me to the grocers. We can't do a serious podcast here.
Lily, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She can't hear y'all.
Yeah.
She can't hear herself.
Just a nice little
she can hear me,
head.
She's not. We're not giving her any screen time.
She's supposed to be.
Where's the merch, Lily?
She's supposed to be cleaning her room right now because her room's a mess, and she's been gone all weekend. She's supposed to be cleaning her room before bedtime.
Nails.
Get out of here.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
I don't know if we're a fancy nail friendly podcast. I don't know how many of our viewers are interested in that.
Can we sell Sleepy Dad fake nails? I don't think so.
Yeah, I
maybe
think
one
so.
day.
Yeah,
2024.
2024. Yeah, too. Almost 2025. Almost 2025.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Sorry, just you saying Zoya was helpful. It's funny back when I had my knee infection. When I got home from the hospital, Ophelia had gone and she had made little postcards, and she had taped them up all over the house. But all it said was anything you want. That's all she wrote, like all over everything. I'm like,
nice.
She took the sentiment of like, I'll help you with whatever you need, with anything you want. And so that was like unicorns and stars, but anything you want. So now like we say that all the time, like anything you want.
Yes, Oreos? Nice. Nice. I feel like Eric, you and me are just back and forth trading injuries since we started this pod.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. Brandon is just unscathed, just sitting there.
Y'all are like, I don't know about y'all screen. I'm in the center. There's just stuff bouncing over me right now. Like,
yeah.
Hospital, you get an ER visit. You get an ER visit.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to the ER again.
Dude, it sucks.
I don't want to go to the doctor.
I don't wanna.
Dude, it was worse because like, so obviously when it first happened, like, I know I talked to you, Eric, a little bit about it, but like basically it was like it happened in the morning and it was like a day it was like freezing cold outside, and my back just basically stiffed up and I couldn't walk. So we went to the ER, and like, you know, when your back is already stiff, like you don't need to be laying on a hard surface. It just makes it feel worse. So like they came and did like an X-ray, and like the X-ray is basically on just like a metal bed. And like, here you go, just plop on here. And I'm like, I can't move anymore. Like, take me off of this thing real quick. And it didn't make it better at all.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Do you see Lily though, Ish?
Yeah.
She's not helping either.
She's not. It's just
like,
I just need to wrap this story up.
And that's when I knew my L7 hernia. And Lily.
Yeah. There's a lot of noise coming from your microphone, Brandon.
Dude, no one's been down here.
No one's flush.
No, someone's in the Haley's getting water and ice out of the kitchen. No one's been in this area for like an hour.
The camera turns on.
And everyone comes running into here like moth to flames.
Yeah,
like moth to flames.
Well, Brandon, this might just be a perfect segue to you going next in Dad's story, since all your kids are available, ready and available.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let them tell it. I'm just gonna let it.
I was gonna say Dad rage mode.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
It's actually Haley is like got crushed ice right now. Like, what are you doing?
The loudest ice ever. Brandon's like, she never eats crushed ice.
She's like, you know what I need at 9:00 at night? Well, get out of here. Eric, you go. I gotta get my house under control.
Oh, dude, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Hey, Brandon, go ahead and mute yourself though.
Yeah.
Like it's a work call. Go ahead and
Yeah.
mute yourself in. No, dude. I mean, just dad stories. Like, just catch up, dude. We've been I feel like December is we're sprinting like warp speed
So
to
fast.
Christmas. So last weekend, my sister, her husband owns a auto parts store out in Hickman County, and they did a little city parade, Christmas parade, and he had a float in it. So they wanted the girls to be in it, and so they got to be on their first parade, and they were throwing candy out and had a good old time, and like that was really fun. He had a snow machine and everything, so like that was great. And then we were literally looking at the calendar, and we were like, the girls, I think like last year we didn't get to go see Santa at all, and so we were looking at the calendar and we're like, man, we're booked, literally booked up with Christmas parties and travel and all this kind of stuff up to Christmas. So we took off work on Friday and we went to the Opryland Hotel, and we got to see Santa. There was ice skating. We didn't go ice skating, but they had like a show. Anish, you know where the ice is? The ice exhibit thing by the Opryland Hotel. It's now like a little mini event center where they have bumper cars. They have like the giant ice sliding thing outside, and they have like the ice rink and stuff. So we did that, and Christmas parties and all that kind of stuff. And now, because we've been doing so much Christmas stuff, I'm like, when is Christmas this week? I'm like, no, it's next Wednesday is Christmas, but it feels like it's coming up like right now.
Dude, but even like that, next Wednesday, it's like, damn, it's already next Wednesday is Christmas? Like,
yes,
Jesus
I know.
Christ. I feel like Thanksgiving just last week.
Yeah. Oh, and then real quick, just proud dad moment. Today we were at a birthday party at one of those like trampoline ropes courses. This one's called like Urban Air, and there was a climbing wall, like the climbing stuff for kids, to do, like with the harnesses, and you can go like 30 feet in the air. And Ophelia was killing it, and one of her little friends was there, and her dad was next to me, and he was like, how did Ophelia, like, how did she get so good at this? And I was like, oh, we've gone to some of these before, but Ophelia was literally like schooling older kids on climbing to the top, and she would just like rappel down and use the rope to like, catch her and stuff, while every kid was like scared. So it's kind of like a little bit of like, yeah, she's hitting the buzzer at the top of every single one of these.
Nice.
A little get the stunt on some other dads. Yeah, that's my daughter kicking ass.
Yeah. Mine was the opposite. When we went.
Oh, really? She didn't like it?
Yeah. I think I told the story on the pod. I can't remember if I did or not. But yeah, we went, and like she got like 2 feet. Yeah, she tried. So I give her props for trying. But yeah, she got like 2 feet off the ground and kind of just froze. But
yeah.
I think part of that, she wasn't quite tall enough to really get good grips on anything yet. Yeah. But whatever. I think she tried.
I think, because Hadley was a little bit more timid, and Ophelia is just like full tilt. Like, we're just going as fast as we can, as far as we can.
Yeah. Nice. You got everything under control there, Brandon, or do we need to kill some more time here? Or
I think we're good. I don't know.
Savannah comes down.
Yeah.
There's one more up there still left to come down. Every time we try a different time for the pod, it just never works.
We do it every week too. Every week we say 8:30 Central, and every week we're like, "Hey, you guys ready now?" Or like, we try.
You do 8:30 Central. That's late here, but then
but
that's not even that work for you, Brandon.
Huh? Anish. Do I?
No, go ahead, Eric.
No, we were talking. We think your Sunday night it would drive me nuts. You jam pack so much stuff in your Sunday, post afternoon to evening, that when normally you're like, dude, I need to let's get home, let's make sure everything's good to go, get ready for the week and get the kids all calmed down and ready for bed. And you're just going out partying.
Every Sunday, bad back and all.
Every Sunday, yeah.
No wonder your back's rough, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't say going to dinner at the in-laws party necessarily, but yeah. We always have something going on. True. With my back right now?
In this economy?
With this weather?
Uh-huh.
All right, Brandon. What do you got for dad stories?
Oh, man, it's just been, like Eric said, it's a whirlwind. You pack everything, work, school stuff, after school activities, it all gets packed in these first couple weeks. So literally, like going back to last week, it's just been Christmas themed stuff ever since then. It started like midweek. I had like Christmas staff party at work. So, rocking ugly sweaters. I've had to wear this ugly sweater like 4 different times this month, I think already, but there was multiple cat sweaters, and I won best cat category for my cat sweater.
Nice.
Then it was like going straight from that to the girls had Nutcracker coming up, so I was working on props for that at the dance studio. And then they do the dance studio. They're always in the Main Street parade downtown. They usually dance in that every year, so they danced in that last weekend. And initially, you may remember, it's been years ago, you would come down as pre-kids, and me, you, and Adam went out. It's that main X24. It's like 24 hours of activities on Main Street.
Yeah. Went to the terminal and all that.
Like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So now
yeah.
I like always joke. I'm like, man, I've done almost the full 24 over the last couple of years, just from pre-kids going out doing the late night activities, and then now we're out there at 8 a.m. Kicking off the parade and whatnot. So they like doing that and dancing on that and everything. Then the next day was Nutcracker. So did that. Lily did awesome. She had a bunch of bigger parts this year. Had like a little like ballet solo, so that was pretty cool. And then that just carried on to this week, just as busy as the last. They had like a company run through, where they run through all the competition dances that they'll do this year, and then they had more dance tab prop stuff to do this week. And then after that, Haley had a cross country like end of year banquet. And also a Christmas party, so it was like ugly sweater thing. So I took her and Savannah to that, and Lily had a performance at this event downtown Chattanooga. So we kind of had to divide and conquer there yesterday, and so we went to that and hung out with all the cross country people, ate a bunch of bad food, and overindulged. And here's a funny Savannah story that I was just cracking up because I got her there. There's not a ton. I thought there might be some younger siblings there. There wasn't really. So she was kind of sucked for her. She kind of had to hang out with me, and there was like pool tables and stuff to do. So we kind of played, but there wasn't really any other kids her age there. But so we're hanging out, we're eating, and all these people brought all these different kind of desserts. And one of the main desserts all the kids were wanting, it was like 2 chocolate chip cookies with like frosting all in the middle, and it had frosting on top, frosting on the bottom, had like a Santa ring, thing on top of it. So all the kids wanted that. So she got one. She ate it, like tore it up. And then afterwards, like the plate's just sitting there that it was all on. There was like little frosting residue left around, And I see her like get up, and she kind of walks around, goes into the kitchen, and she's kind of like looking at it, and she's just like kind of like doing her finger, like kind of licking. And then like one of the older boys on the team, I see him, like he's walking in the kitchen too to go get more. And he kind of looks at her, watching her. And he like slowly, and they kind of look at each other. He just grabs a spoon and then just hands it to her. And she just takes the spoon and then starts like eating the frosting. And he just walks, like no words are exchanged, but they just had this common, like, yeah.
Common understanding. Yeah.
Yeah. You need some help. Here's a spoon, tear up that frosting. And then neither one of them said a word. He went on, and she just went back to like scraping the bottom tray.
She's like, I was in your shoes once, kid.
Yeah. He was like, here, eat up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then today was kind of chill. Had to go. Some of them had sleepovers, so I had to go pick them up for sleepovers. But for the most part, it's just hanging out, recouping today, trying to clean up the house because it's a mess after the last 2 weeks, and it's going to be even crazier over the next couple of weeks. So
I said the house is a mess now. We just give it till Christmas Eve, Christmas next week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But,
yeah, dude, it's amazing
busy,
how
man.
It's amazing how busy it gets, especially around Christmas time too with kids. Because like you said, you have so many things going on, and then the next week there's more, and the next week there's more. Like for us, like this week, like we have like Zoya's like has like a holiday concert at school, and then like there's like a bunch of activities going on at school, and then we're doing like Christmas photos with Santa this week, and then we have like somebody's birthday party to go to during the weekend. It's like never ending chaos. Just when my back is getting healthy again, then I'm getting thrown right back into the fire. So, but yeah, anything else in dad stories we want to touch on before we move on or catch up?
No, dude, just moving at warp speed right now.
Yeah,
trying to keep up.
Yeah.
Trying to keep up.
Speed.
Yeah, it's all gonna come crashing down real quick after New Year, and then everything slows down a lot.
I could use that right now.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? Yeah.
No, everybody's circling back.
Well, that all my 2024 problems show back up in January 2025. Oh crap!
That was
isn't
future,
the
Eric.
consequences for my own actions.
Yeah, yeah. That's a Q1 2025 problem.
Yeah, Q1 sucks because Eric didn't do anything in Q4.
Your team must really love you, Eric.
Yeah, dude. They're like, oh god damn it, Eric. Dude. But it is funny. it's like everyone's going to be, they're planning on either not being around or for Christmas Eve, or the week of Christmas. So they make the week or two before that crazy busy. But then like no one really does anything on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Like, or at least around us or people we know. Like Christmas Eve is like, what do? It's like you either go, I don't know, I feel like the days of getting hammered on Christmas Eve are like long gone. And now it's usually just like maybe stay up to midnight if Ophelia wants to, just to see like the ball drop and then go to bed immediately.
This will be the first year we haven't hosted a New Year's party.
Yeah, that's true.
About
Brandon,
3 years. We usually host a party.
You usually have
not like
a Nish
like
Sunday
crazy.
night on New Year's Eve.
Luckily, it's been at our house, so it's like I always think, I'm like, God, I would not want to go to someone's house for New Year's.
Yeah,
like
because we've done that, and then literally like 15 minutes after midnight, you're like, well, you stop drinking at like 10:30 because you're like, hey, we're gonna be driving home in a little bit, and then you're like, oh, okay, now we're out of here, and then you get home at 1 a.m. and you're like, that kind of sucked.
Yeah. Going out and drinking for New Year's Eve just sounds horrible now.
No,
like, dude, now we do something like similar to Brandon. Like, we'll have like Priya's brothers over and like some other of our cousins over maybe, and like we'll just like order dinner in, have some drinks, hang out, play board games, and then New Year's we'll drink like a glass of champagne and then knock out basically. And that's about as far as it goes for us nowadays.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to everybody's favorite segment of the week: Boom Roasted Football Update of the week.
Roast those chestnuts, Brandon.
Take it away, Brandon.
All right, this one spans a little bit of timeline since we've been out, but your Boom Roasted Football Update of the last 2 weeks. Going back to the college football highlights from a couple weeks ago, Georgia takes down Texas in overtime. It seemed like hope was all lost when Beck went out with an arm injury, but apparently they would have been just fine using one of those kids that does chest passes in the Dr. Pepper event. Or maybe our producer in this hospital chair. Horns down, Boom Roasted. Oregon took down Penn State to take home its first Big Ten championship. Or in Oregon's first year in the Big Ten, they brought something to the Big Ten they'd never seen before. An actual competent scoring offense. Boom Roasted.
All right.
Nice.
And let's get sad. Titans squared off against Coach Callahan's old team, the Bengals. A mediocre Bengals team came to Nashville and intercepted the Titans QB multiple times in a beat-down win. Sadly, you could have read that and not known if it was about this week or the last time the Bengals came to town. Boom Roasted.
Womp, womp, womp,
Yeah.
And before we get into it, Spin Zone is dead. It's retired. We're on to the draft.
Dude,
no further questions.
It is dead. Great Boom Roasted, Brandon, but the Titans are.
Yeah.
It is so depressing. I think I watched the end just to like get the laughs out of it. Just like how comical it is to watch these guys try to play football, if that's what they're doing out there.
We are once again sitting here with egg on our face.
Oh, dude. Well, Anish.
I didn't expect.
No.
That was a winnable game, though.
Yeah,
we were
some bad
surprisingly
turnovers.
Yeah.
Listen to me start to spin it.
I know you're spinning. Jesus, Brandon.
You can't help yourself.
You know, tired.
If
you can't help yourself,
dude. You take away those 5 turnovers, and we might be in that game.
Yeah,
could have been.
You take away Levis and our offensive line and completely replace him. That's a winnable game.
You put Peyton Manning back there, we're winning. Dude, Anish, it's brutal being a Tennessee Titans fan and a Nashville Predators fan of literally bottom of the league for both teams. And it is sad.
You know what the problem is? Is that they give you this slight sense of hope by beating really good teams or like above average teams. Like the Titans did it with the Texans and they hung in there with the Bengals earlier today. And the Predators did it with the Stars a couple days ago. It's like, okay, you can clearly do this. So why can't you just do it consistently?
Yeah.
like what's the disconnect here? Yeah. We're just bad. Like in all phases of everything, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Preds and Titans
bad.
Is just horrible.
It's just bad. And the problem is the Predators have way better quality of players. And it is not working, and I don't know how to fix it. And now I'm kind of in this is the loser mentality in me. I want the Predators to suck ass and let's get like the one first or second pick.
Yeah.
Like because Spin Zone with this roster and we actually get like a young, talented like dynamo, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
That could be fun.
But the Preds won't do that. They'll
I
be
know,
just
and we'll
above. They'll
squander
be
it.
just above average or right around average at the end of the year.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. We'll get like the 6
Yeah.
pick or something.
Yeah.
And especially in hockey, if you don't get the first 1 or 2 or 3, you're not getting anybody.
Yeah. It's rough.
Brandon, do you think Shadur Sanders will be a good Titan, and why?
I hope we get line or something. I don't know what we want, dude. I don't even have a spin zone for the draft right now.
Yeah, because a few weeks ago when Levis was looking decent, like not making as many mistakes.
I was ready for Travis Hunter. I don't even know. Dude, I don't know. We have so many holes now.
Brandon, I think I would rather, honestly, because we are so bad, I would rather us take a stud offensive lineman again and just because the line has been so bad for like 5 years now, where it's like, okay, we got to shore this bullshit up. Because like earlier, someone texted either whether it's Daniel Jones or we go with Mason Rudolph or we try to go with Will Levis again. At least let's have good linemen. Like all good teams have a good offensive line. So let's at least get that problem solved, and then we can figure out the rest.
Yeah, because look at even like CJ Stroud this year. His line is awful, and he hasn't not had anywhere of near a good year as he had last year.
As what it looked like he was going to be. He is good, but you're right. If your offensive line is dog shit, it's like
the best of the best are going to be bad.
Yeah,
I mean that's Joe Burrow. I mean the Bengals today. I mean they stomped us, but they're
bad.
They don't even have a winning record, right?
No. Dude, I thought weren't they saying that there's rumors that they're going to get rid of their coach, the Bengals coach?
Yeah,
this offseason because they've been bad too.
I can't remember who I read it somewhere or heard someone talking about it, but it made a lot of sense. It's like, dude, there's only like 1 or 2 like quarterbacks that are going to win you games.
Oh yeah, it's like Josh Allen and it's Patrick Mahomes.
You need to build the rest of your team and hope you get a guy that's good enough to not make mistakes.
Yep. But even look at the 49. Dude, this is the way football is. It's always been that way. You go back and you look at all the past 20 Super Bowl champions, every single one of them stud quarterback. Stud quarterback. And even like you look at the 49ers, they try to do it with like an elite offensive line, elite playmakers, great defense, and then a like rookie quarterback or Jared Goff, or that was the Rams. But like they just try to do it that way, and you run up against Patrick Mahomes. And so it's like, and even the Titans, we had that great run into to the AFC Championship game, and guess who beat us? Patrick Mahomes. And even like Josh Allen, he might be the MVP this year, but they still have to go to Arrowhead and beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. And that's looking historically, think about how many quarterbacks teams thought they were going to win the Super Bowl, and they ran up against Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or Aaron Rodgers or somebody that just was like, no, you don't have the stud quarterback.
Well, he got hurt today, so maybe somebody else will win.
He gets hurt every year at the end of the year. It's like, oh man, Patrick Mahomes broke his ankle. Oh, he's playing and running.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, listen, I'm never betting against the Chiefs until they show me they're not going to win. Because, Brandon, we talked about this in our betting group chat. Last year, I literally bet the Chiefs every round, and I came out hella on top. And dude, you just don't bet against a proven system and a proven quarterback and an awesome head coach.
Yes.
You just don't.
And we don't have any of those.
Yeah, we don't even have any. So you might as well just go in and start betting against us. But yeah, it's gloom and doom. I don't know. Like Brandon said, I don't know where to go with the draft anymore.
And I might be, because I'm not a Volunteers fan really, but my brain is like, hey, maybe jump on their bandwagon. But they have to go to Ohio State. They're probably going to lose the first game. You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? Yeah, we're going to go in and segue to college football playoffs now. That's some horse shit, dude. Us having to go to freaking Ohio State.
Their scheduling made no sense on like how they did all like the rankings and the who got buys and the home teams and stuff. And you're like, and they literally hosed some good teams.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, I don't get it. Like our last loss was to Georgia, who obviously won the SEC. And then we lost to Arkansas early in the season.
Yeah, early.
Ohio State just lost to Michigan.
Yeah,
which is shown not to be a good team.
And Michigan
this year.
sucks.
Yeah, they're so bad this year.
Sorry, Kendall Knight. Hope you enjoy that fake national championship.
Yeah, but dude, and then
I'd love to have one of those.
Dude, I would. Dude, I'll take an asterisk.
Yeah, give me a bubble title, a COVID title.
Yeah, I'll take a
title it
COVID. I'll
is.
take a COVID championship. I don't give a shit,
Yeah.
dude. I need a single championship. It sucks. It sucks not having anything to my name.
Yeah. Even for me, like for me and Brandon, like we both love the Vols, but like even for us, like 98 was probably right when I was
Yes.
really getting into football. So
For our age,
like,
we were very young to really appreciate
exactly. So man, I did hear a rumor though that apparently Vol fans have been taking over. They found out the code to buy Ohio State season ticket,
the pre-sale ticket,
the
or whatever.
pre-sale tickets. They found the code to buy those, so I'm hoping they orange out that stadium, because I'm sure Ohio State fans are pissed right now with Ryan Day. Like I'm sure they don't want. Like I'm sure they want to lose so they can fire Ryan Day.
Brandon made the joke, but it literally watching Ohio State and watching Michigan and watching Penn State, you're just like, how are these teams? And I know Michigan's nowhere near the top 25, but like looking at like Ohio State and Penn State with how highly ranked they are, and you're like, God, these teams are like boring to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Penn State and Oregon, that game was closer. Like the score looked closer than it actually was. Like I never once thought Penn State was going to win that game.
No,
like not once.
No,
and I don't even think Oregon was anywhere challenged with that game at all.
No, but you know what's funny? I feel like the way, because it's like maybe Oregon wins the national championship, but I could also seeing it be like Georgia. Like Georgia,
Georgia, Texas, like it could be anybody really.
Yeah,
with the way this format is, it's really a crapshoot. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Someone got pulled over right in front of my house.
Damn, I was like, "What's over there, Eric?
Oh shit!
Somebody breaking into your house?"
It's one of those drones. Drones are coming in.
Hey, so what is the story on the drones?
Oh, on to thinking grenade section.
Yeah, what are the drones?
I have no clue,
dude. I have no idea. I tried like looking up what it was. I got more lost than I was when I first started. So I have no idea what those are, what they were.
Like
what was in them.
One of Katie's friends, her sister lives in their whole family's from New Jersey, and like apparently they're like everybody can see these drones, and they're big, like really big, and they're everywhere. That's the crazy thing.
Is anybody saying like what it is or what they think it is at this point? Or is it just all up in the air still?
Well, didn't the government say it's not man-made? But I mean, like the government.
That's what they said.
Tinfoil hat on. Are we going to trust the government now? Is that what we're doing? Are we doing that? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. That little meme you sent us though, Brandon, was hilarious. From Barstool Large.
Like, I don't even remember what I sent.
It was like a drone thing. It's like if you zoom in, you can see something inside the drone.
Dude, it's
cool.
It's
the
cool.
big black guy hanging dong.
Yeah. Dude, I was like, oh, God damn it.
That feels like so. My weekend's been so crazy. That feels like so long ago.
It does, yeah.
It was probably
like 2 days ago. It was like Friday, I think.
That's the way the internet moves, dude. The internet moves fast. You got to keep
up.
My
life moves.
Yeah.
What am I laughing at now?
Yeah.
Brandon's just sending other people's dick pics and going to the Nutcracker.
Dude, Brandon's the king of the dick pics.
I'm day by day, boys.
All right, let's get back out of thinking grenade mode and back into college football playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's an open crapshoot. I don't know who's going to win this year. Oregon looks the best, but I can see them losing it.
But have they played it? Yeah, that's the whole thing of like the SEC is the best, and so like literally you're like, do you believe in a team outside of that is good until like they actually go against Georgia, Texas, and usually Alabama, even though Alabama's they're getting a rude awakening to life with post Nick Saban of what football is like when you don't have a Hall of Fame coach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just hope Tennessee. I feel like they can win.
You would think they would beat Ohio State, but I mean, it's Tennessee.
Well, what scares me is Ohio State has been on record. This is like they pretty much bought this team for this year. They spent I think over $20 million to get all the players on this team,
and they still couldn't beat Michigan.
Yeah, and they still couldn't beat Michigan. So that's the one thing that scares me is that they're loaded with talent at like every position. And I feel like Tennessee's gonna come down to how Nico plays. At the end of the day, I feel like our defense is going to be good. Our running game is going to be good. It's just going to be a matter of if Nico can handle the pressure.
Yep.
They're going to smoke them, Mish.
I love it. I love it, Brandon.
Yeah.
We got one team.
You are ready to get hurt.
We got one team that can bring any happiness.
Yeah, it's the Vols.
We got to go all in.
Hey, man, the basketball team is number 1 in the nation. The
Baseball's
baseball just won a national championship. The girls basketball team just set a record of scoring 33 pointers in a game.
That's such a sick stat, Anish. I can't believe that, dude. You know you're down bad if you're like, dude, women's basketball, huh?
Brandon, I can't. I love it when Eric gets into his nitpicking with
what
where he supports. Are we going down another teacher hot take here?
No. There's no take on women's basketball. Okay.
Hey man, I'm just saying it was exciting when Pat Summitt was there, and I'm hoping we can just get back to that level.
Dude, that felt so good, so validated with those championships.
There's something you want to say, Eric?
Yeah.
Eric, want to go on record?
Yeah. Go ahead and watch the YouTube if you're listening. Just go to the YouTube. You can see it all in Eric's face.
Let's see his face. Let's see this girl dad talk.
It's not real.
Yeah.
It's not real. Listen, I have 2 daughters, okay? I understand how pointless sporting events, how many of them I'm going to be going to, okay? I understand that. It's facts.
Let him cook.
Yeah, let him cook.
Let's
just
let him.
We just don't say anything. He'll just talk himself into it.
Just let him keep going.
Dude, yeah. It's so funny because everybody I know, most of the people I know has girls. And it's funny when I say that out loud to other parents and they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, God, I hope they don't play hockey. Why would I want to encourage them to play hockey? Like, who wants to watch women's hockey? Like, what are we doing? What? Like,
let it keep cooking, Eric.
You're almost there.
I'm just saying.
We're almost to the boiling point.
We almost got our clip. We almost got our clip for the week.
I'm just saying. When it comes down to one way or the other, you're going to choose to watch a real basketball game versus a women's basketball game.
All right. I think he's cooked enough. He's cooked enough, Brandon. We don't want to get him canceled.
This is common knowledge. I'm not saying anything crazy. This is nuts.
Keep going.
Yeah. This is nuts.
He can't stop. I'm just gonna put on mute and let him ride.
Yeah,
I'll be on Twitter.
Just
tweeting. Eric's saying the craziest things right now.
Yeah. Be sure to check out the next episode. Listen, hey, I get you. From just a pure entertainment standpoint.
Do you want Zoe playing hockey?
Not hockey.
Why?
Why'd you say hockey?
Yeah.
I don't want any of my kids playing hockey.
Yeah. CTE, Eric. Hey, soccer or basketball, go for it. But I will say, I agree with you from an entertainment standpoint. Obviously, watching a men's basketball game is a little more exciting than a girls' basketball game.
The defense rests.
But that doesn't mean I can't support everybody. And that's what I'm here to do, Eric.
You're chasing
as a girl dad.
No, it just shows how down you are. You're like, I'm chasing championships, man. I'll take women's volleyball, anything. Tennis, I'll take it.
Hey, don't knock the tennis, Eric.
No, I know. Tennis is great.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to cover in sports before we move on? Every week.
I hope, Anish, I hope there's some kind of like sports happiness that
Light
happens
at the end of the tunnel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to think there's not.
Yeah, I just need to see some sort of something, just some sort of life to give me just a little glimmer of hope. I don't need a lot. I just need a little thread to hold on to.
Dude, I will take. Yeah, I get pumped when the Predators barely make the playoffs. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. Seriously, I know we barely make the playoffs, and I know we probably won't do anything in the playoffs. But it gets me so excited because you never know.
Game 1 is still very hopeful, very fun.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the draft of the week. I know I mentioned a couple of weeks. We're going to be moving more into a festive feel for the drafts, and we're going to kick that off with this one. We're going to draft best Christmas songs. So the draft order is going to be me first, and then Eric.
Classic.
And then Eric, and then Brandon. So this is your draft. Is your opinion, your truths, whoever you want to draft is all up to you. I
have to imagine our lists are going to be
similar,
completely different.
No, it could be different. Yeah, it could be.
I was going to say completely different because even the ones that first come to my head that I'm like, what do I think of? I'm like, some of them I feel like are very particular, specific.
Yeah, and I will say this: if you pick a song, somebody else can't pick a different version of that song.
Yep.
You can specify a version if you want for your pick.
Yes,
but
I
no
have
one else can pick.
No, dude, all of mine are their specific artists or bands that do
Gotcha.
the song.
Okay, good. All right, so we all clear?
Yeah.
Go.
All right. Dang, is there something going on at the outside of your house, Eric? I know that we got pulled over, but
there's 2 cops. So my house is I'm like the second house from the entrance of the neighborhood. So there's literally a car and there's 2 cop cars. I'm just waiting to see if they try to resist arrest. No, we're good.
the craziness of Nolansville on a Sunday night.
Yeah, you know how wild it gets in the streets of Nolansville.
Yeah. All right. So I'm 1 of 1.
You say.
I think it's a pretty clear pick. I would assume. I'm gonna go with All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey.
It's a banger.
It's a banger.
It rules.
Look, listen. I know it's overplayed. I know by the time Christmas gets here, we're probably all tired of hearing it. But when you first hear it, right around Thanksgiving week,
Is you,
man, does it get you hyped
Let
for the Christmas season?
Yeah.
I will say I'm glad one of y'all took it. I didn't it had to go in the first round, but I didn't want to take it.
I
Yeah,
wasn't going to take it.
I was going to take it
is
just because you have to.
it's a great song.
Yeah.
Dude, and what's crazy is how she makes millions every December, every year. Dude, I saw a thing. The producers who originally produced the song also make millions every Christmas because the song is just played on loop. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And wait till they hear it just went number 1 in our draft.
They're gonna love it.
Okay.
All right, Eric.
Great choice, Anish. Okay, so my first choice.
Got his pen out.
Yep. Listen here.
Mel Pepper.
I take these lists very seriously. I write down everything.
Todd.
But yeah.
Dragon Ball Z holiday special theme
Dude.
song.
Don't. You sons of bitches.
That was a good joke.
Sorry, Eric. I have to.
That was
Okay.
funny.
They never did a Christmas special.
Yeah.
My first song, I'm going with James Taylor's version of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." It's borderline perfection of just James Taylor singing "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." It's awesome. It's beautiful. It's slow paced, but it's great.
Nice. That's a good one. That's one of those songs that you can just make some hot cocoa on a cold, snowy night.
Dark room, just
Dark
the Christmas
room,
tree lights
yep.
on, maybe a little adult beverage in your hand, and you're just like, wow, this is beautiful.
Yep. Exactly. I had that on my list too, Eric. Good one.
Nice.
All right, Brandon, you get 2 back-to-back here. And we are going 3 rounds, so keep that in mind.
I kind of like more. I mean, there's a bunch of good ones, but I kind of like more ones that like it comes onto the car and everybody wants to sing along with it, Yep. So I'm going Jingle Bell Rock. I think it's a fun one to sing along to. And then I got 2 that I want. I don't know if either one of them will make it back to me because I think they're pretty popular ones. But I'm gonna do NSYNC. The Merry Christmas and Happy
that's a good one.
Holidays.
That's a good one. It's on my list.
That's definitely our when we grew up. That very popular during that time.
Do you know what's
that's
funny?
a fun one.
You know what's funny? I had never even really heard that song. And then Katie would listen to it, and I was like, what the hell is that? And then randomly, you'd be like, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
It's a banger, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a banger.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm saying I was converted on it.
Yeah. That probably wouldn't have gotten back to you because I did have that on my list, Brandon, and I probably would have taken
I had
that.
a feeling
probably
that
would
one
have taken
would.
that.
I had a feeling that one would definitely go, so I was like, I'll get that. The other one might fall back. I don't know. You never know. There's a bunch of when you're researching it. There's a ton of songs.
There's
so
a
many.
million. I love that one. I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that one.
This is one of the longer notes I had, as far as songs I would take.
Dude, I named 20 just off the top of my head.
And you go,
I
I
look.
love all these. Yeah. I have a Christmas album on my playlist of music that we listen to in the car, and it's actually the B songs because we have a CD that got burned years ago that has all the other Christmas songs that we love. Okay, great choices, Brandon. My number 2, I'm going with "Carol the Bells" by John Williams from the movie Home Alone. It's
nice.
The Carol the Bells.
I was gonna say, which version are you gonna take? Because
I'm going with John Williams.
That's the OG.
There's also the Trans-Siberian Orchestra version that's fantastic. But I'm going with specifically John Williams' Carol the Bells.
Nice.
80s Joel.
80s Joel, Billy Joel.
Nice. All right. So back to me, my last two picks here. All right. So I'm going with. All right. The way I'm kind of organizing my draft is I wanted to go with one kind of like when we were growing up, which was All I Want for Christmas. I want to go with one kind of before our time and then one kind of a little more modern. So kind of before our time a little bit, I'm going to go with Last Christmas by Wham.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Last Christmas.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you for that, Brandon.
There's also a Taylor Swift version. That's pretty good.
Yep. I like the Taylor Swift version too, but man, Wham just kind of hits it.
I didn't know that
perfect
was
for me.
Wham forever.
You know, I didn't realize it too until like I think probably like around 2010. Like I saw it like pop up on iTunes or something.
It just came to you.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and then for kind of more modern, I'm gonna go with "Underneath the Tree" by Kelly Clarkson.
That's a good one. Last year was a very good year.
Yep. It's upbeat. It gets you kind of moving, kind of going. It's like the perfect song, like when you're kind of doing Christmas shopping and you're going store to store
It's
and it
fun.
just comes
It's
on
peppy.
the radio. Yeah, it's peppy. It kind of gets you in the mood.
Yeah. You get the right spirit of Christmas, kind of the fun and
Yeah, it's like the perfect instrumentals with like the tone and the way she sings is perfect. So yeah, I'm gonna go with "Underneath the Tree."
Is that I did not know that was the name of the song though.
Should we do four
I didn't know the name of
rounds?
it either.
Yeah,
I had to look
let's
it
do
up.
4.
Might as
We
well
can
do
do 4.
four.
Yeah, we can do 4.
I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of honorable mentions if we don't.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Dude,
Like-
this graphic is gonna be so crowded.
So great choices, Anish. My number 3. I'm going a little bit. This may be the Southerner in me,
Uh-oh.
but the Christmas in Dixie by Alabama. It's fantastic. I love it. It's growing. It's like the last couple of years. Every time it comes on, I'm like, oh, I do love this song. Christmas in Dixie. It's snowing in the pines. It's great. I love it.
Southerner.
That's a good one. I don't ever hear it up here though anymore because again, it's a very southern.
In Chirac, you don't hear Christmas in
Yeah,
Dixie.
yeah,
That's weird.
exactly.
That's weird.
Yeah, weird. They don't play that in the stations up here. All right, Brandon, your last 2 picks now.
All right. First one, we'll go with more of a fun sing along one. And honestly, after this was on my list, I already had the list last week when we were going to do this pod, and literally Lily's in the kitchen.
She's doing Frozen.
These kids, yeah. Wait, we've poured like a bag of ice or ice.
You need a like recording in process light flashing at all times so people know.
Yeah,
when
I
you're
had to do
recording.
somewhere else.
Well, so Riverside will actually block out that the background noise, so I don't know if it'll hear it, but
But we
it's
hear it.
loud.
Yeah,
It's
we
loud.
hear it.
Yeah,
We hear it.
pre-production editing.
Something
it
is
loud.
happening. Yeah, something is happening in Preds Talk.
Lily's doing a mixer. She's got to, might as well be running a blender right now.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not an iced coffee. She's never going to go to bed.
seriously.
Give me some of that. Give me that. Hey,
Yeah.
give me that, Eric.
Give me that. Give me that.
Give me that. Inside. All right. Before I was interrupted. Actually, like I said, this was on my list last week of ones to pick, and I don't know if I would have picked it, but then like I had something that happened. We went to after the parade. Me and Lily had rehearsal, but me and Haley, her friend, and Savannah, we come home. We stop at this coffee shop that we like to go to. And we're sitting there, and for some reason we start talking about, I don't know if they were playing Christmas songs or something. We were talking about it, and we started like trying to sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So that's what I'm going with. But we were like arguing over like who the reindeer were. And like literally like it was mainly like me, Haley, and her friend, and Savannah's just kind of hanging out. But we were like trying to argue over who the reindeer were. Get out of here, Lily. And
Can't touch it. You're not supposed to touch the elf.
I touched it. And so we got in the car and we played Rudolph on the way home and sang the song the whole way back to the house. So it was fun.
Every time
Nice.
every time I think I know who the reindeer are, I go to when it comes up when the song starts playing. I'm like, Blitzen and Comet.
We
and
did that in the coffee
Blitzen."
shop for like 20 minutes. Like the one girl was like, it's Dixon, or I was like, no, it's not Dixon. Like it's something else.
Dixon?
Like,
Dixon County.
Yeah, wait, what?
yeah.
Shout out.
But yeah, so we like argued over who the reindeer were for like 20 minutes, and finally we got in the car and I was like, we're listening to it on the way home. We're gonna, and then so it's been stuck in my head last week. So
Nice.
I'm going
That's
to
a
Rudolph
classic.
the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Nice.
That's a good one. That's classic.
And my last one, I'm gonna, I like to do something a little out there with my last picks.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. This is a sick song. This is a banger. We're doing Run DMC, Christmas in
Oh,
Hollis.
dude,
Yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one. I had that on my list. When we decided we were gonna go 4 rounds. That was gonna be my pick.
That was why I wanted to go 4 rounds, because I wanted that and Rudolph both. But I was like, how do I get them both? I know. Let's go 4 rounds.
You're like, I have to be true to me.
Yeah.
So
that's a good one, Brandon.
Good choices, Brandon.
That was fun. It's a
I'm
fun
going
one.
with another one. My fourth one. It's The Family Loves It. It's a good sing along one in the car. The Melakaliki Maka song from Bing Crosby. The Hawaiian Melakaliki Maka is
Sing it,
the
please.
thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day.
Spell
great.
that.
You're
They
gonna
also-
have to send that to me in text.
you spell that?
Well, they play it in Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's the song that's playing when he's daydreaming about the pool and stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I literally watched that yesterday or day before.
Melakaliki Maka. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. So since Brandon took Christmas and Hollis, I'm gonna go with a song that is from it's another certified banger, and it's in a movie that we just recently watched, so it's stuck in my head. It's kind of similar to Brandon, but I'm gonna go with "Run Rudolph Run."
Run, run,
Yep.
Rudolph.
We just watched Home Alone 2. In the scene where they're running through the airport, Kevin's trying to catch his dad. That song's playing in the background.
Is that 2? Home Alone 2?
Yep, Home Alone 2.
Strictly Home Alone 2.
2 different Home Alone songs made from two different movies making it in.
Yeah. Hey,
British.
I did John Williams.
he did Carol
Carol
Bells.
Bells.
John Williams.
That's what I thought. I was like, what a niche pick.
No, sorry, Matt. Just in general. Home Alone
Yeah.
rules.
Yep. Nice. That was a good draft, man. We could, honestly, we probably could have gone one more round.
Oh,
To
I
be
mean,
honest, there's
that's
so
the thing.
many.
And honestly, you take our 8 songs and put those in a playlist. Or
Bangers.
12 songs, not 8, 12 songs.
Yeah.
And we're jamming.
Yep.
We're cooking.
Yeah, dude, we're having a good time. Get some of the Evan Williams eggnog. Just having a good time.
Evan Williams.
I was going to say that was.
Have you seen it? Have you not seen that? There's
Seen
literally
it.
it's
I
like,
don't want it.
Yeah, I know what
I
it
don't
is.
want it.
No,
I know
it's
what it
gross.
is. Yeah, we don't want it. All right. So, honorable mentions.
Just cutting you off.
Yeah, all right.
Moving on.
No more
Okay,
Evan Williams talk.
This is not a pro eggnog
Yeah.
group. Good to know.
So honorable
Dude, when
mentions.
we were kids,
Yeah.
when we were kids, my cousin Nate, they had a little mini fridge in their bedroom, and they would have just eggnog in the carton, and him and his brother would just be pouring themselves eggnog.
Nasty
And
Nate.
And I'm like, dude, that's gross. I'm gonna drink Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew and Pop Tarts.
That's a true bigness breakfast.
Yes, it is.
A
All right.
morning dew.
The morning dew. All right, honorable mentions. We had it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had Silent Night on my list, but I don't think I was going to take it. But
The
it's
Little
also a very
Drummer
good
Boy
song.
rules.
Yep.
I like 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
12 Days of Christmas. Rocking Around the Christmas Tree.
Santa Claus is coming.
Dude, I like
to town.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Dude,
you
I
know?
like dude, honestly, Pentatonics has a fantastic Christmas album, but one of one of theirs is Mary Did You Know? It's a great Christmas song. Mary, did you know that your
Right.
baby boy?
The Grinch song.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Dude, that's a good one. Dude, that could have been a number 1 pick.
Yeah. Dude, that is a good one. I don't know how
Also from the Grinch, the Where Are You Christmas, the Faith Hill, or even the Cindy Lou Who version from the movie. It's a great one.
Yep, that's a good one too.
Deck the Halls, Frosty.
Deck the Halls, Frosty, Walking into Winter Wonderland.
Mm-hmm. Now you're just naming every single Christmas song. They're all good
Yeah,
though.
they're all
That's
good.
the thing.
Yeah, if you want to go diverse, there's Feliz Navidad, which is
Yeah.
also a banger.
Very good.
Yep. Yeah. Dude. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad.
But yeah, again, we could just list every Christmas song and be like, banger after banger after banger,
great.
boys.
This
It
is
just
great.
keeps going.
Especially this time of year. Yesterday morning, I made bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches for everybody. But you just tell Alexa, play Christmas music. And it's just, you're listening, you're in there cooking bacon, listening to Christmas music, drinking coffee. Like, this is a good morning.
Yeah. Dude, we've been doing that too on the weekends. Like we don't have a fireplace, so what we do is just put like a fireplace on YouTube.
Yeah.
With like the crackling noises
Dude.
on the TV.
There's one on HBO. It's the Rick and Morty Yuletide log. But Brandon, there's a fire burning, and above it, it's just intergalactic cable clips
Oh, that's funny.
playing. Yeah.
Where is that
and it's
on?
Rick and Morty sitting there watching. But there's a
HBO.
Harry Potter one. There's a bunch of good ones.
What's that on?
HBO Max.
Nice.
Give me that.
Yeah, all these streaming services have like the Yuletides around this.
Yeah. Give me that. Have you seen that, Brand or Nish? The I Think You Should Leave.
I don't know if I've.
Dude, one of the skits is like they're sitting around with like their former professor, and they're all ordering food, and Tim Robbins orders a burger, and the professor's like, "Give me that. I want to eat that. Give me that."
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Dude, that show's hilarious. The Bachelor skit where he's just there to ride the zip line.
Yeah. Dude, oh my
He's
god.
too rough on it.
Yeah, he pulled too hard on the rope. He's like,
Yeah. And then the what is it? The crooner service. The
what?
Like the taxi service, but he's like a crooner. He's got like a little
With the
mustache and hat. Yeah, the cigar. Yeah, out the window. I forget what he calls it, but yeah. That show is hilarious.
That's another one. We could do a draft of like the best I Think You Should Leave skits, and they would you'd be like, which one's that from? Like all the bits from them all.
Yeah.
Oh, my lights just flickered again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Control the
Dude.
weather.
You have rolling blackouts.
I know, dude. That might be the perfect time to wrap this episode up. Is there anything else that you guys want to touch before we get out of here?
Oh, there's lots of things I want to touch, Anish.
Whoa, save it for the after dark sessions. The Patreon.
Gotcha.
All right, boys. Another great episode in the books. Hopefully, moving forward, I won't be hospitalized randomly, and
let's keep
won't
your
miss
back
another
healthy.
week. Yeah,
I told Brandon. I told Anish. I was like, we got to get you to Germany, dude.
Yeah, Eric's gonna be my
I'm
he's
his
now in charge of my back.
Head researcher.
Yeah, for stem cells.
That's a thinking grenade section.
Yeah.
Dude, I Googled it. I think I found the same place that Kobe Bryant and Austin Matthews went to.
Yeah.
They're back, and they got back really quick playing.
Eric's like, I Googled making Nish's back healthy again.
Yeah. And Google AI told me.
Yeah, you're like, now I'm on an FBI list.
Yeah. They misunderstood what I was trying to Google. All right, boys. Excellent episode as always.
Mm-hmm.
And we will be back next week, whether my back is in shape or not.
Lock it in.
Hey, I'll be in full back brace gear if I have to. Yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
All right, boys.
Okay.
Till next week.
Later.
Bye.